Sorry, I'm waiting for it to do all its setting up with streaming.
Uh-huh.
All right. So we are ready to go. Actually, let me look on my Zoom here because I like this better. All right. So thank you guys for joining me today. Today we have our health coach, Bree. And before we get into the conversation with Bree, we're going to talk about, I just want to remind you guys, today's day one of the the 7-day live health motivation challenge. And the question was, and still is where were you successful in 2021 in your health journey? And I had an opportunity to talk about that a little bit and just kind of giving you ideas as far as prompting you where you saw yourself successful. And of course, you can always go back to that video. But right now, I definitely want to make sure that, I bring you guys some more value to really think about as far as your health journey. And so today we have Bree with us. And so she's going to talk about, energy, how to boost your energy. She's going to share her experience of, from a time when she didn't have energy to where she is. And also she's going to give you some great tips on how to boost your energy. And also, she's also going to share with you how you can also reach out to her. And I believe she also has a challenge coming up too, right after this one. So go ahead, Bree. What was your experience as far as not having energy, and how can you identify that too with your clients?
Thank you so much, y'all, for having me here, first of all. And I have just so much to say about energy. It was really difficult for me to think like, oh man, what are the specific things I'm going to talk about today? Because I know we don't have a limited amount of time. But for me, what I noticed, I would say, especially during COVID, for me, it came to a head. My energy was just lower than it had ever been my entire life. My mood was low, my productivity was low. Everything just I felt heavy. I was having digestive discomfort for about 3 weeks. And
Wow.
I knew something had to change drastically. So I wasn't getting a lot done in my business, and my life wasn't going well. I wasn't sleeping well, which just leads into a lot of other different things. I'm sure you can imagine. And a lot of people can relate to this as well. So the first thing I did, amongst a lot of things, is just kind of change my habits around eating, and that has to do with the timing of eating. That has to do with creating a balanced plate, which I could talk a little bit more on. And also, decluttering my schedule was a huge thing for me as well. Trying to do too much sometimes causes you to not perform well.
Awesome, awesome. And how can you identify that with others? Is it by, them sharing with you as far as their lack of energy? How do you identify that with your clients?
Ooh, I would say that they basically come to me and they tell me, I'm not able to be as productive as I'd like to be. I want to do more. Um, Sometimes a lot of people have the mid-afternoon slump, whether they're having trouble getting out of bed in the morning and being productive in the morning, or they're able to get up, but they're having that mid-afternoon slump. So that's mainly what I'm seeing with
Yeah.
when it comes to energy problems.
And that's really interesting that you mentioned that, because I know that I've experienced it too, sometimes before with that mid-afternoon slump. And so how did you get over that, and how do you help your clients get over that?
Ooh, so first thing first, creating a balanced plate, I think, is where I start with most people, because a lot of us don't know exactly what we need to eat. And a balanced plate includes your healthy protein, which is going to be about the size of the palm of your hand, so you know how much to eat. We all need a different amount because we're all different people in different sizes.
Yeah.
And then you have your fiber, your healthy fibers. And actually have a magic plate template that I would love to share with anyone
Oh,
who wants to dive
yes.
deeper with this. Just I'll tell you how to connect with me on that. A major thing also is your healthy fats. A lot of people think that fat makes you fat, but actually fat does not make you fat. Sugar makes you fat.
Mhm.
And healthy fats like avocados, olive oil, nuts, and things like that release a hormone that sends a message to your brain that says, "Hey, I'm full," which helps you to also prevent overeating, which makes you tired, right? So fat gives you prolonged energy, where sugar, if you're grabbing energy drinks and caffeine and things like that, will give you a burst of energy, but then it dips back down and you go
Mhm.
on something called a blood sugar roller coaster. So your
Wow.
energy is inconsistent. So I help you to create a magic plate so that you can have consistent energy instead
Mm.
of that up and down. So very
Oh,
important to include your healthy fats in every meal and
awesome.
snack.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Would you, and outside of meals, what would be some other ways that we can boost our energy?
Ooh, well, definitely. Let's see. Does this go for meals? I just want to mention that, learning what your food sensitivities are. Some of us have food sensitivities. They may not be intolerances quite yet. They may turn into that if you don't address it soon enough. And then other people actually have allergies, which is more intense. But some of us have little sensitivities. So food allergies or sensitivities actually cause fatigue. So it's really important to figure out what kinds of food sensitivities that you have, and to be aware and eat mindfully first
Wow.
of all, so that you can be aware of these. But the reason why the food sensitivities cause you to feel fatigued is because you're causing so much stress on your body. If you have gastrointestinal issues like bloating, diarrhea, constipation, even if you're having mood swings, anxiety, joint pains, these are all um, symptoms of food sensitivities that are probably draining your energy. So it's important to find out what those are and to update your diet to be more forward to your goals.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Awesome. Awesome. And so how can you help people with, boosting their energy? You mentioned about, really knowing your food sensitivities and how it can actually, cause an adverse effect on your energy and your metabolism. So how do you help people with that?
Well, basically, I'll help you create that magic plate, that which
Mhm.
is a basic template. But the way I take it a little bit further is I hold your hand and I take you through that challenge that you said. It's a group cleanse, it's a reset cleanse. I hold your hand, take you through an elimination diet so you can
Mhm.
figure out exactly what those sensitivities are. So I take you through a week where we're preparing, we're going shopping. I'm teaching you how to find these allergen-free foods so that you can eat clean, you can reset your digestive system and start brand new, and then find out we reintroduce these different common allergens, and then
Yeah.
figure out how these are affecting you. Maybe you find out that certain things you thought weren't so great for you are actually okay, and you can have a little bit of them from time to time, but maybe you just cut it back a little bit. But I take you through that elimination diet. You increase your energy because you're getting rid of a lot of the excess weight. You're, like I said,
Mhm.
resetting your digestive system, removing toxic buildup from your body, and I help you discover what foods are serving you and how to upgrade the ones that are not, so you can create a healthy eating plan for you and your family, actually, that you all will love.
Absolutely. And so you mentioned the challenge. Now, I don't want to give it away, but are you also having a challenge as well? I thought I saw it somewhere on your social that you were also having a challenge as well. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, the challenge is the cleanse.
Okay.
For now, that's it right now. I'm not having a separate challenge at this time, but I do host
Yeah.
challenges in my Healthy Hustler group from time to time, and we do game nights, which is going to be a
Okay.
part of the cleanse. Actually, I want to make sure I mention that the cleanse is going to be the elimination diet, of course, but everything that I do is fun. We're gonna have a game night. We're gonna do some goal setting. I'm also a virtual game show MC, so I'll be bringing some of that. We'll have a lot of fun that way. We're gonna have a meal prep party. So I'm gonna give you a clean eating menu, a shopping list, and we're gonna cook together. You know, you don't have to cook at the party. You can just come and dance and have fun. But we're gonna
Yeah.
have a DJ. We're gonna play games, and
Oh,
then with that, we have a one-on-one session after the group part of it, and I help you with that reintroduction process to figure out what the sensitivities are and create a plan to move forward in the year more energized.
awesome. And so you said it's a plant. So is it in person or online? How does that? Yeah, give us a little bit more
Yeah,
information.
it's
Yeah.
all online. It's virtual. So, you know, I've had people in the UK join us, people in Jamaica, all over the place. So,
Wow.
anywhere in the world, you can join us and party with us and have fun and get healthy and feel good. And the great thing about the group is just that you have the accountability, right?
Mm.
That's the part that a lot of people love about the group cleanse because you're all in it together, and it's the beginning of the year and we just got all this energy. Let's harness it and
Yeah,
take it into the rest of the year.
absolutely. And when does that challenge begin?
That starts on January 17th.
The
So
17th. Okay,
yes, it's
okay.
going to be
So,
14 days, so it'll be two
ooh,
weeks
wow.
Preparation week, elimination week, and then in the third week we're just one-on-one and we reintroduce.
Oh, excellent, excellent. And so how can people find out more information about that?
Yes, just go to my link tree. There, you can join my group in that link tree. There's a link there for that, and there's also a link for more information about the group cleanse. And within that, there's a link. There's also a link to have a chat with me. You can book a meal prep consultation, a free meal prep consultation. You can also book that just to ask me some questions, some more questions about the cleanse coming up, and that's how you connect with me.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Bree, for your time and sharing with us, the importance of how our diet really does, our meal of what we eat really plays a role in our energy, and how just going through the process of elimination or just tweaking, what we eat just a little bit, how that can actually, eliminate just tweaking just
Just a
a
little bit.
just a
Yeah.
little bit, just
Nothing
how that
extreme.
right.
Nothing extreme here. Hmm.
Yeah, just tweaking it just a little bit, how that can actually help, harness that energy that you want to have, not just only today, but just throughout the whole entire year. So thank you so much, Bree. Is there anything else that you can share with us as far as boosting our energy, and how do we get it back, or how can we also identify if we're kind of lacking that energy? I know most of the time we'll say, oh, I feel tired or I'm sluggish, but
Hmm.
I feel sluggish. But is there anything else that you could tell us about, just how do we identify, okay, yeah, we're lacking energy, and what can we do to kind of turn it around before we while we're waiting to get an appointment with you, or while we're waiting for our session with you?
Mm. Okay, two quick things. Number one, if you're overworking and you're overscheduling yourself, think about this. You know, a lot of us hustlers, business owners, especially, you know, family people, those people that take care of everybody in the family. Sometimes we're overworking, we're overscheduling, right? Um, but this is also a sneaky way to procrastinate. So if you know that you procrastinate, you know, it's easy for you to say, "Oh, I didn't have time to do that thing once again." If you're overworking and you're overscheduling yourself. But when we procrastinate or avoid, we're creating anxiety, right, about what we're avoiding, and it increases. The anxiety increases over time, and that in turn depletes your mental energy. So not just talking about that physical energy. Let's pay attention to your mental energy.
Mhm.
And that's something I do see a lot of times with my clients, that they just have way too much on their schedule. So that's one sign right there. And another thing is that feelings of not enoughness often present as fatigue. So I want to bring that up as well. So some things you can do: just celebrate your small wins, allow yourself to be human, get real about what you can do and what you can't. If it doesn't fit into your schedule, just leave it out. You know, and also implement some de-stress routines. De-stress routines like some meditation, or journaling.
Mhm.
And one more thing before we go: stop
Oh,
snoozing. Stop snoozing.
Snoozing. Oh, do tell that. Do tell about that.
Snoozing. This was a major one for my clients too. If you wake up and like I used to do, and you hit that snooze button, or you just turn off the alarm and kind of roll back over and allow yourself to get the extra 5-10 minutes, that's actually more like an extra 3 hours, because when you allow yourself to go back to sleep, you have something called sleep inertia. You start back up your sleep cycle over again.
Wow.
And you, even though you wake up, you're still in this mental fog for hours and hours. So this one thing actually helped. This is from Mel Robbins, the 5 second rule. Love Mel
Yeah.
Robbins. But just don't snooze. Just make yourself jump up out of bed. Just jump up like a rocket when you get out of bed, and you're gonna see that you have a lot more energy in the morning. If you snooze, try it for 5 days, and even just one day, and just see the difference. It's like 5-10 minutes you feel a little groggy, but eventually you wake up. And what you can do to help that actually is go outside right away within 1 hour of waking up, and that helps to set your circadian rhythm. So you let the allow the sun to enter your eyes, and that helps you to wake up as well. So those are a few
Wow.
things other outside of food.
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely.
Outside of food
Wow.
there.
Wow. Did
Yes,
not
yes.
know that about like the sleep because I've been guilty for hitting that snooze button too and just like, you keep hitting it, then it's like
Mhm.
and I just feel like extremely tired and exhausted by the time I do get up and I kind of feel like, well, I didn't get as much rest as I thought I could, but that is so
Mhm.
interesting that you brought that up about sleep. Wow, that is
Yes, yeah.
awesome.
You think you're getting like an extra 15 minutes, but you're actually depleting your ability to focus and to bring your fullest to the day, and you just would feel a lot better
Wow.
in
Thank you.
general.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you again so much for, sharing your experience with us about energy and just definitely how we can boost it. Everyone, please be sure to click on her link tree. The link is in the description. Just make sure you set up a consultation with her. And also be sure to sign up for that challenge. That sounds like it's going to be amazing. It's going to be fun. Just being able to, have that accountability. Sometimes that's one of the reasons why we don't achieve our goal is because we don't have that accountability. So wouldn't it be great if you're a part of a group that's not only going to hold you accountable, but you can actually create, those friendships there at the same time of losing weight and getting more closer to your goal. So be sure to reach out to Bree. She can help you from hitting that snooze button to having energy throughout the year. Thank you so
Uh-huh.
much, Bree.
Thank you. Yeah.